What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about the executive order that is coming in, along with a quick look at the markets, but not too much, to be fair. The only real news right now is Biden and what he's doing. Before I get into that, as always, I update the spreadsheet. Just the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel, the 26 coins I held. Had you invested $100 when I released videos about these coins and you were still holding all that crypto, you're in profit for over 38 grand. This is not my portfolio anymore. If you want to see what I hold, come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell, and I talk through how I'm preparing my portfolio based on the market right now, which is as uncertain as it's ever been, with all the external variables from, lockdowns throughout the last couple of years, energy crisis, rising inflation, rising interest rates, conflict/impending war. All these things require navigation, require you to prepare your portfolio in sensible ways for both scenarios, whether it's bearish or bullish. So if you are struggling setting up your portfolio right now, navigating the terrain, you can see exactly what I do, how I'm preparing everything in anticipation of one of those two events. So if you want to see that, click the link in the description and check it out. Right, Waves is absolutely crushing it. Waves continues to really crush it in the market. Doing very, very well. Kusama's up about 4.5%, CeeLo 6%, Flow up a little bit, but everything's sort of teetering around 1%-ish. Theta, I think, is up 10%, to be fair. But generally, fairly flat movements. Crypto, to be fair, charts yesterday were unusual. We ended up with Bitcoin sort of sideways moving for an immense amount of time, really only flittering between sort of 37.6 and sort of 39,000, which is pretty much where it's hovering right now. So the big news is Biden's executive order. So Biden's delayed the executive order on cryptocurrency regulations as a result of the war, but it's expected to arrive this week. So the delay of the executive order was reported on, well, the actual executive order was reported on February 20th. The anticipation in regards to Biden's latest executive order, which concerned the regulations of the cryptocurrency space, it was supposed to occur in the following week, but plans changed when Russian Federation launched a special military operation against Ukraine. Instead of getting directly involved in the conflict, the US and its Western allies have been doing, obviously, counter sanctions against Russia, its president, oligarchs, and everyone in between. And as a result of those measures, we obviously saw crypto starting to enter into the limelight far more. On the one hand, reports claim that Russians and Ukrainians turned to digital assets while their national currencies tumbled. On the other hand, global watchdogs raised concerns about that Russian oligarchs could employ the asset class to bypass the sanctions. While that seems highly unlikely, at least according to Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, Biden postponed the signing of the crypto executive order until further notice. So the rumblings are that it's going to be this week. So aside from the aforementioned participation, cryptocurrencies took another role in the ongoing war, with huge amounts of donations soaring towards Ukraine. And this was pretty much the first time in history that any government official has asked for donations. With the growing role of digital assets, now new reports emerged now saying that Biden's executive order on the asset class will be this week. Reuters reported that the POTUS is expected to propose a wide-ranging oversight of the crypto market, including an executive order to deal with the growing threat of ransomware and other cybercrime. With the events and concerns about Russia's involvement with crypto, Biden also wants to coordinate his country's actions with its allies in NATO. Additionally, they said he will also direct the Treasury, the Department of Justice, and other government agencies to outline a possible scenario on how the nation could adopt a central bank digital currency. The US has dabbled with the idea for a while, but has yet to make a decisive move, while other countries such as China are well ahead. Now, a CBDC landing in America would obviously have very big impact. One thing people need to be aware of is fundamentally we do not want a cashless society. That would be terrible. And fundamentally, once everything starts getting tied in, you're one step closer to a sort of Chinese-esque system where you get rated on your behavior, and you get fined immediately with bank accounts and via your behavior, and that would be concerning. Now, if they look at launching a CBDC, there will be a couple of things that will be interesting. First of which is what blockchain does it use to launch from? Does it use RippleNet? Does it use Ethereum? Does it use Avalanche, Solana? It's a very intriguing scenario, because whichever blockchain effectively is utilized would end up skyrocketing in value. The second thing is obviously what happens regarding the oversight. Oversight and regulation do stifle innovation. There is no doubt about that. Regulation is always something that was coming, so as much as I don't like it, it's one that I'm not overly concerned about, and I feel to some degree is necessary for wider spread adoption, which in turn leads to long-term price appreciation. But if Joe Biden does launch massive oversight on the industry, it will have to be done in tandem with discussions from leading experts in the industry, whether that's your Brad Garlinghouse or your Sam Bankman-Fried, or Sam Bankman-Friedman. They've got to start having discussions with people that are in the industry, because fundamentally it's quite clear from listening to senators and Congress, and to be fair, even the White House, that there's not an understanding of crypto. There's a fear because it's new and it's scary. The fact that they talk about tax evasion via crypto, an open ledger where you can track everything, it's staggering, because fundamentally we know that the majority of evasion of sanctions, or evasion of paying your way, or however you want to phrase it, is done through banks. And it's always been done through banks. So what we don't want is them over-regulating crypto to sort of make a statement about watching how, or to make a statement about how people need to, pay the taxes and everything else. So it's going to be a really interesting one. So we'll see when that happens. That's expected for this week. And if, there is a cause for concern there in terms of the stifling of innovation. There is a cause for concern in terms of how they may start monitoring people. But there is a big positive here, and that's fundamentally the regulation and acceptance of crypto in America would be hugely bullish for America and for the crypto space. It would be massive. So, it's a sort of double-edged sword. It could be great, could be bad. But long-term regulation was needed to bring more capital into the space. Because there are institutions that have sat on the sidelines waiting for regulation, so they have clarity about how they invest. So this could be a real pivotal moment for crypto this year. This could go two ways. This could hit the market hard because of over-regulation, but it would still recover. Or it could be a catalyst for a real market price appreciation. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting how this plays out this week, and we'll be watching it closely. Anyway, that's it. That's it from me today. I just wanted to have a quick chat about this upcoming executive order. How are you guys feeling about it? Let me know in the comments. You happy with the potential for an executive order? Is there anything you fear? Let me know. And if you are new to crypto, or you've been here a while and you're not happy with how your portfolio is set up, you're not happy with how you're navigating the current uncertainty within the markets, then you can come to Copy My Crypto, where you see every coin I buy, every coin I sell, as well as how I've been preparing the portfolio that I have in anticipation of a bear cycle, in anticipation of a bull cycle. And if you want to use that information to simplify your life, that is the way to go. Click the link in the description and check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think about the upcoming executive order, guys. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.